Hi, I'd like you to join me today as I embark on an assembly marathon to make a month's worth of meals in a jar, long storage, 5 years storage supposedly, and I'm going to be using the meals in a jar method. So come along. I'd like to share with you a cookbook I bought recently. It's Honeyville's Meals in a Jar by Stephanie Peterson. Now she's better known as Chef Tess. It is constructed with a spiral binder, so that when opened, the book lays flat. Each recipe has a large full-color illustration, and the Meals in a Jar cookbook contains over 184 full-color pages and features Meals in a Jar recipes including 43 skillet and casserole recipes, 17 stew and soup recipes, 18 breakfast recipes, 7 bread in a jar recipes, 12 dessert recipes, 8 cookie mix recipes, and over 19 breakfast and dinner jar for one recipes. I've made labels for each jar. Let's see, can you see that? It shows the name of the recipe and the preparation instructions. Be sure to indicate the date you packed it and the date it expires. Here I have it in red, and it'll expire 5 years from this date. And on the top here is a label indicating what meal is packed in this jar. All of these recipes use Honeyville freeze-dried and dehydrated products. These recipes are for meals that can be stored in quart canning jars or Mylar bags with an oxygen absorber and have a 5 to 10 year storage life. The quart jar recipes feed a family of 4 and only need boiling water to cook. The concept is great, and most of the recipes look pretty tasty. However, making these meals can be an expensive endeavor. Many of the recipes include rather exotic ingredients, such as soy sauce powder, hickory smoke powder, and this one definitely could be used, hot sauce powder. I bought the hot sauce, hickory smoke, and soy sauce powder from Firehouse Pantry. The cost for each entree averages about $10 or more for 4 servings, so about $2.50 or more a serving. Serving sizes are generous. Of course, Mountain House entrees are similarly priced. If you substituted your own dehydrated veggies and spices overall, costs would be less. You definitely want to consider substituting an over-the-counter spice mix instead of purchasing Chef Tess's spice mixtures. She specifies a lot of these spice mixtures in her recipes in this book. Her spices can only be purchased in a 4-pack that costs $27.99. I mixed up my own all-purpose seasoning mix using a recipe I found online. Many of the recipes in this cookbook are also listed on Chef Tess's website under the 52 Method Jar Info tab, so you really don't have to buy the cookbook to try making a meal in a jar. Today I'm making 4 jars each of 7 different recipes. These will be used as Christmas gifts this season. It is extremely important to be very organized for this project. You will want to limit the time the freeze-dried meats are exposed to air. Mylar bags can be used instead of canning jars, but I decided on the glass jars. They may be heavier, but the glass protects the contents from rodents. It takes a lot of planning. I made a spreadsheet that listed each recipe's ingredients, a single recipe amount, and the amount needed when quadrupled. I also had to figure out how many cups were in each freeze-dried can in order to have what I needed for the recipes. Well, don't worry, only basic math is needed. I would advise not making 7 different recipes at once like I did. Instead, pick one recipe and can as many meals as you can using that main ingredient, the freeze-dried meat or the TVP. This makes the project much more manageable and cost-effective. I thought I'd show you how I'm going to do the assembly line for this. It would be much easier if you had a helper. Unfortunately, I don't. What I'm going to do is first fill all the jars with the non-meat ingredients, and then if they have rice or potato flakes, I'm going to be putting that in the baggie so it'll be ready to pop in. And the final thing will be opening the meat cans, dumping the meat in, putting in the oxygen absorber, and then quick putting on the top. I'll be back when I have the dry ingredients filled. Okay, I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible. Okay, I'm putting half a cup of chicken in here. And then, really, really fills to the top. It's a lot easier filling those. Now we're going to quickly do the oxygen absorbers before we fill up with oxygen. Opening up my oxygen pack again. And this time, the rice packet seems to fit in much better. See, I can just push that down. Not sure if that recipe was wrong or I was. Okay, we'll try this. I'm not feeling real confident about this one either because this does look like quite a full bag. Oh, that makes it. All right. Okay, the Yankee pot roast with mashed potatoes. Okay, we're now doing the classic chili. This should be easier because there is nothing to shove down except this oxygen absorber. There's classic chili. Only 2 more recipes to go. Hallelujah. We are now doing the Cajun red beans, sausage, and rice. Yeah. Okay, I'm done with 4 meals of the Cajun red bean, sausage, and rice. I can see the finish line, only 4 more to go. Okay, the last ones. This is the saucy baked ziti with sausage. I am so glad to be done. Okay, I'm taste testing a little of the red beans and rice. See what I think. Not bad. You can taste the hickory. It's warm. Beans are a little solid. Not bad though. So what did I really think once I was done? Well, I was very tired. It took a lot longer than I expected. I probably, bit off more than I could chew. I should have done 7 meals at once. It was also frustrating trying to get all the ingredients sometimes in a jar, especially that rice packet and that spicy thigh chicken dish. That I found very, very difficult. Probably would have been easier in a Mylar bag. It also took a lot longer because at the end of it, I had an awful lot of freeze-dried or dehydrated items that I needed to repackage and vacuum pack so that they would last another 5 years or so. So that took up a lot of time. My kitchen was an absolute mess. I accidentally knocked over a jar of cilantro, and so I had cilantro all over myself and on the floor and on the cats. Using those different hickory and the hot sauce powder and the soy sauce powder, when you use them, they went poof up over everything and up my nose. They definitely smell like what they say they are. It took a lot to get my kitchen cleaned up. So, would I do it again? I don't really think so. This was kind of a labor of love, and I'll explain in my next video what I'm going to be doing with these meals, but I don't know, it might be easier just to buy Mountain House for this type of event. My own family would not really be happy if I served this for dinner without a reason. We like things fresh. For instance, if I was going to make classic chili, it would be Mom's chili, not this recipe, and it would either be fresh, frozen, or canned. The taste just is never the same when you can only use freeze-dried or dehydrated ingredients. Anyway, I would love to know what your experience has been, if you've ever done this meals in a jar, and if you think it's worth it. So this is Prepper Potpourri saying subscribe and share the knowledge. And thank you so much for watching.